I don't know how long this is going to last, but we'll see. Let's see what we got here. Oop.
Ooh, bright light.
Yep. All right, here we go. Taking you on a grand tour of 101.
Second and third floor.
Did you put the thing over?
Okay.
We are currently inside on going to the third floor of 101. I gotta turn some lights on here so you can see. There we go. Paula's having trouble trying to shut the door.
There it goes.
There you go. So I'll give you guys a tour here. This is where we were yesterday.
That's the seamstress room.
Do what?
This is the seamstress room.
Want to talk about it?
The story that is told is that there was a lady, a dressmaker, that lived here. And she mended dresses and took care of dresses. And there was a man that was infatuated with her. And he had to come in, he came and visit frequently. And she didn't see the man in that sort of way. Well, one night, the gentleman came to visit. And he made his moves on her. Very
Shut up, Joe. Go ahead.
appropriate moves. So he tried to assault her. She, supposedly there was a cabinet here.
Mm-hmm.
The story is told. She opened the drawer, picked out the Dillinger, shot the man, and he died in this room.
All right. As you can see, we're currently in Winchester, Indiana, and we are at the 101 building. And Paula's going to give you a tour of the building and tell you some stories. Lead the way.
Best I can.
And we're going to take you as far as we can, as long as the signal will last.
The signal should be good up here. It's downstairs that we had the problem with in the basement. So I couldn't get that to work. But this is also Winchester Hotel, or the Washington Hotel. It's two different names. Winchester and Washington Hotel at one time. Then eventually turned into some apartments. There was a total of 5 apartments. There was this side of one apartment. This side was another apartment. And then that door down there, that if instead of us making the left or making the right and you went left, that was an apartment. So there was 3 apartments on this floor, 2 apartments upstairs. So it'd been a total of 5 apartments. When it was a hotel, each one of these doorways were actually a room. If you notice, which I kind of observed last night, that some of the doorways are taller than others.
Really?
Yeah. See, like this one here is short. You go over here, this is like an inch or 2 taller. And then if you go down here, look that doorway?
Yeah.
That doorway. And then if you go over here, this doorway is even taller. There is not a square doorway in this room. As you can tell, they dropped the ceilings.
Yeah.
And then there's this little room area here, but this was considered a one room. That was considered another room. But they ended up turning them into apartments. As you can tell, there's stuff still all over the floor. Nice closet space. And they had this little bathroom and kitchen area was back here for this apartment. go back through this way.
All right.
There is a little girl that floats around here. We figured out her name was Sarah.
Pay attention to this, folks. Watch her.
This hallway I don't like. And I had some validation from Rwana earlier. She don't like this little area either. There was a gentleman found dead underneath the steps here back in the 1990s. See this little hole right here, which has been covered up? They opened it up because they had a stench. This is back when it was an apartment complex. And someone said they kept smelling a stench. And it was coming from this area. So they pulled it up, kind of find out there was a gentleman. And there was a secret room underneath here. Rwana's going to try to figure out how to get to that secret room. But there's a secret room underneath here with a bed, a tiny bed. And they had found the dead man underneath these wooden steps. But I feel very, very uncomfortable in this hallway. I feel like I have to walk around the sides. I can't walk across the front. I know when we did an investigation last night, we had a REM pod down here, and it did go off.
Oh, yeah, it did.
And I just, I feel very uncomfortable in this area. So I always
See, she walks around it. I don't know if I can see anything down here, but we'll try. We'll give you a...
I want to cry right there is what I want to do. Every time I go through here, I feel the emotions that I want to cry.
Can't really see anything down there, but... Whoa, I got dizzy.
This is the camera that I was working on yesterday, setting up, where I got the hat.
Oh yeah, explain that one to everybody. What happened?
I was up here working on wrapping the cord, getting it set, and I felt like a little on top of my head. I turned around, and I was like, who's here? And you don't have permission to touch me. And then I went back around, was fixing the camera, fixing to run the line, and then that's when I got this big old huge on top of my head. And I said, okay, I'll come back later on last night to talk to you. So I did, and it's basically, we're thinking it's Arnie, because according to Rwana, he's very dominant on all the floors, and he likes to be a asshole.
That's a Joe.
So, I mean, there's not a prominent name to say about that, but he is. Going through here, this is kind of interesting. This is one of the two apartments up here. This one here, I'm thinking it was apartment / business, or because I know they added frames. You got this big old huge window area. I mean, I know Mel has been found up here. I'm assuming an attorney, a doctor, because there's all different kinds of Mels of different things. This could have been like a reception area, and that could have been like the reception wall. Could have a desk on the other side of there. I mean, different little aspects here, because that has been added in. And then you've got the brand room in here. See, we've got an old briefcase in here. We've got countertops. I mean, but it's kind of interesting.
You're right, it was a business.
Yeah.
It was Marquise and Son, interior and exterior decorating.
Spray and brush. And it's a phone blue 238. Now, how many of y'all remember party lines? Yeah, that was found underneath the wallpaper, according to Rwana.
Yeah.
Because I asked her about
I believe
it. She said that was found underneath one of the wallpapers. And if you notice, of course, the wallpaper's been painted on, but it's the fabric wallpaper. And it's interesting. And like I said, there's different things up here, but there's a party line. Blue 238 would have been a party line. When we was remodeling my dining room in my house, if you tear that one wall down that's on the back side that's against the bathroom, there's party lines, and everybody's phone numbers are on the back of that wall where someone used that as their phone book. Very interesting. Here's the other part. We didn't go up there. We're not going up there.
Aww.
I don't do ladders. This, which we're thinking, you know, this is the brothel or house of ill repute, whatever you call it. They're thinking both sides at one time was. And the neat factor about this is that we had gotten a lot of interesting things on the EVP. We have gotten the box, and wow.
It looks like somebody dropped a dollar bill.
Somebody dropped money.
Yeah, let's see. That would have been Greg.
Okay, Greg or Tanya. Greg was sitting there, Tanya was here.
Okay, then Tanya dropped it.
Dwayne.
Hey, Tanya, did you drop a dollar bill?
We'll put it in the blue bowl down.
Yeah, we'll put it in the blue bowl.
For your Wana. No, it was Greg, Tanya, Dwayne, me, and you. You left last night. So
I did.
All I did is taking Eddie one and I put it in the chair.
I remember that.
And try to get some social interaction. But yeah, it was interesting. We had a very interesting table time last night.
Paranormal round table.
Oh yeah.
In a brothel.
In a brothel. We got the word naked. Yeah, I have to stick that out there. We got the word naked last night.
You're gonna excite Joe. Stop.
Oh well, that's all right. We had a REM pod in here.
This is the interesting one. Go ahead and explain this, and don't kill yourself trying to do it.
Well, there's different theories about this.
Turn around.
There's different theories about this. One can be used for punishment because we've got a peephole up here to where they can move that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a peephole here.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting. And then, you know, you could do someone could be tied up in there.
I'm thinking it was for punishment.
It could be for punishment, or they stuck some